Well, this is definitely a video I didn't think we were gonna have to make. We are here, straight 6. This is a new S55 4M3. Let's load her up. She's in. Beauty. Do we need to strap it down?
I don't think we need to strap it.
I think we should. I'd rather strap it.
Maybe safe than sorry.
Hey, and we got a floor mat. Let's go. So about 3 months ago, I purchased a 2016 BMW M3 completely stock from a used car dealership here in San Diego. Now, unfortunately, about a week after pickup, I noticed that the car had a weird hesitation problem. Let me show you. So basically, you can drive the car as normal, and it drives great.
Yep. Perfectly fine.
You can put it into M mode, you can paddle shift, you can roll through the gears, you can do full throttle. It pulls awesome.
It feels amazing. The car feels so good. It's got all the power, the turbos are working, it's got boost, it's got no problems, except for the one problem that we're having, which is the tip-in problem. So if I come to like 5th gear, we're doing like 40 miles an hour, and I just roll into it, it like misfires, it kind of goes and like it sputters a whole lot.
So essentially the issue, because you guys are really probably not going to be able to see it or notice it on camera. So if you tip into the throttle in a high gear with low speed, so relatively low RPM, let's say 2000 RPM or lower, and you feather the throttle in, the car misfires.
You could probably get it to like that. I can feel it in the car, and sometimes it will limp mode the entire car.
So sometimes when you do it, it gets really angry.
There we go. It just limp mode.
There we go. And it gives us a drivetrain malfunction error, which is bad. If you're a BMW guy, a drivetrain malfunction error is really bad. You need to pull over, reset the ECU, and then it drives normal again.
Yep. So we're gonna shut it off. So when it drivetrain errors, it shuts that specific cylinder down completely. It will misfire indefinitely because it shuts it down. But once you reset it, it's fine. And then normal driving, if I give it some gas, it's totally fine.
The thing boosts,
totally
it
fine.
pulls great. It definitely makes all the power, all the right noises and everything. So of course, we wanted to fix the car. So the first thing we did is hook it up to a scanner, which told us that cylinder 6 is having a misfire error. So a single cylinder misfire is usually caused by one of 3 things: bad spark plug, bad ignition coil, or bad fuel injector. So I said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and replace all of them. So I ordered up all new OEM BMW parts, Quinn swapped them in, and unfortunately, that did not fix the issue. In fact, it didn't change anything. So the next thing we did is we did a compression test, which yielded equal compression on all cylinders, so no problem there. So then we thought, maybe the ECU is bad. So keep in mind, this is a completely 100% stock S55. We replaced the ECU, and then last but not least, because at this point we weren't sure if maybe the crank hub spun, we checked the timing, and everything checked out okay. So our winter Jagger Banes is coming out in just a few days, and now it's time to swap over the engine. We really just don't have time to diagnose this any further, and now it's time just to swap the engine, and we're gonna have to deal with that S55 later, and maybe at the end of the day we'll do a full rebuild, maybe a high horsepower build on the S55, the one we took out. But for now, it's time to swap over this engine so we can get this thing into the hands of Jagger Banes. Let's do it. You ready for this, Quinn?
You ready?
Are you ready?
I'm excited.
To say goodbye to this car? This car has been a big pain point for everyone here.
Dude, it has been, but at the same time, it's such a good car. I'm excited to pull it. I've never done an M3 engine. We did the F30, which was an N55,
that's right.
So very similar. I think it's gonna be super quick, super great.
So I think the only silver lining here, or one of the silver linings in having to do this job, the good thing is like, this is still a good motor. Something is wrong with it, I don't know exactly, but we think that, collectively, Quinn and I think that it's something kind of minor. Maybe it's like a valve seal, I don't know.
Just being weird, man.
Something's just being odd. So I'm hoping that we can take this motor out, give Jagger the new motor, and then we have an S55 to play with, and maybe we can do pure turbo upgrade or single turbo, and we can put that motor into something else.
That would be
so
awesome.
At the end of the day, it really sucks that the dealership sold us this car. Whether they knew about this problem or not, I notified them, and they weren't really willing to do anything for us. So It is what it is. We take responsibility. I take responsibility for buying this car, and you know what? We buy a lot of cars here, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So it is what it is. Let's get this done.
Let's do it. First clip right there.
There she is.
Motor's out.
I win. Ready? By the magic of editing, the motor's gonna come out in 3, 2, 1. Just kidding. Sorry, dude.
Didn't work.
Sorry, didn't work.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I've got a bunch of the smaller accessory stuff that we need to get out of the way to get the engine out, such as the front cowling, the air boxes, the front bumper. I want to continue with disassembling the front cooling system here, but the car is still a little warm since we drove it last. The big ticket item is going to be getting the hood off and getting the transmission out, so that way we can take the engine and just go pull it right out. Let's do it. Next up on the F80 M3, we're going to be tackling the underside of the car. So we're going to pull the entire exhaust system off, and I want to pull the DCT transmission out of the back. It's going to make it way easier to just crane the engine vertically up. So we're going to pull it out. Also, I've never pulled the DCT out of one of these before, so let's get to it. I've got every cooler line, wire, cable, all the transmission bolts off except for one, and then the 2 crossmember bolts. So we're gonna pull the transmission out. Ready?
Let's do it, baby!
Let's go. How freaking neat is that, dude?
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty sick. I've never seen one of those before.
Yeah, me either.
It's my first time pulling a DCT, so to see it just be one gear, you know, no pilot bearing, no front end or any of that stuff.
It came out really easy. I'm assuming it's gonna go in the same way.
Yeah.
Very, very easy, very simple.
Really neat.
Sick.
Super cool. The transmission is out. That was a huge step to getting the motor out of this car. Now I think I'm gonna pull the flywheel off just to make the engine a little bit narrower, because these straight sixes are super long, and it'll make it that much easier to pull it.
Call me when he's ready to actually pull it. And then I look now, you freaking pulled it.
No, they're easy to swap.
You're a badass dude, bro. You're a badass
She good, dude. She good.
You started last night?
Last night at like 4:30.
Yeah, you worked for an hour, and then it's 2 o'clock, and you already pulled it.
We were driving at like 4:30. We drove it.
I know.
Huh, it's not bad, dude. Once you know the handshakes, they're not bad.
That's not a handshake, bro.
Yeah, you just gotta know. You gotta know how to, you know.
Holy shit.
You know, and then it's out. Easy. The old engine is completely out. Now the game begins of configuring the new engine that's going in to be exactly the same as the old engine we pulled out. This needs to be plugged in. All the ignition coils need to be plugged in. And there's quite a few other things on the old engine that we need to configure to the new engine. Whatever wiring this is still in the car. So we're gonna take it off this engine and we don't need that anymore. This one doesn't have an ECU. So we got to pull the ECU off of that one, configure it this way, pretty much so we can drop this in and just plug everything back in the way I took it out, and then we'll be done. Look at that, cleaned it up with some hyper dressing. The thing looks brand freaking new and everything's already set up. We've got all our lines on, the ECU's on, everything's swapped over. So now we can just drop it in the car. New M3 engine is in, Ricky. We just have to attach literally everything.
Hey, we got the biggest part done.
Let's do it. I've got a few things buttoned up that we needed to button up in order to get the transmission back in, and the next step is to get the DCT bolted back down. So I'm gonna grab Ricky and we're gonna stuff this box back in. Let's go. All right, transmission's on. We got a lot of bolts to install. Let's go. Transmission is fully reinstalled, everything's set up, so we're gonna continue on the bottom end. I wanna get all of our heat shields back on, we'll throw the downpipe back on, get the exhaust fully back on, and the underside completely buttoned up on this car, and then it's all gonna be on the top. Pretty much all of the heavy lifting underneath the M3 is done. The exhaust is back on, trans is in, everything underneath the car is buttoned up. We have a lot of work to do up top though. We still have all the harnesses to do. We have the cooling systems, the intercooler, all the charge piping, everything like that needs to go on, so let's keep going. New motor is fully in, everything's hooked up, we're ready to go. So we're gonna put oil in it, fire it up, make sure we're banging on all 6. If we're good, then we're gonna add coolant, get everything up to temperature, and then we're gonna test drive it just like this with all the trays off, all the wheel wells, the bumper, the hood, all that stuff. If I need to make any adjustments or service anything or change anything, or we have a leak, I wanna find it right now and make sure this thing is operating correctly before we put all the covers back on so we don't have to take it off if we need to fix it. So let's get some fluids in this thing. Let's see what happens, here we go. F80 M3 is holding temperature, the fans are working, everything is working exactly as it should, so now it's time to take it for a test drive. Whether it's fixed or it's not fixed, I'm gonna tell Evan it's not fixed.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
I'm with it, I'm with it, I'm with it. Okay, so that's, so far so good.
So far it's normal. Got no lights, which is good. We got the chime, which is annoying. So we're gonna go to like 4th, and then we'll...
Okay, so far so good. Let me hold your... Okay.
I think we fixed it, dude.
By now I would have done it.
Yeah, it would have like limp moded, totally like shuttered. Yeah, I think we're good, dude.
Oh, dude.
I think we did it. So something in that motor is being funky then.
Yeah, it's the
I don't
motor.
know what that is. But I can't like think mechanically.
What was wrong?
Yeah. Totally fixed. Totally fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get Evan. We're gonna play a trick on him. Hey Evan, we just came back on a test drive. Come on.
It's fixed.
Come on.
If it is not fixed,
I'm not gonna say yeah or no. I'm gonna let you drive it, see it, hear it. It's on you.
The ocean.
I'm not even gonna.
Okay, why is he pulling it in?
Yeah. Big.
Better not be coming back on the cliff. Doesn't sound good.
That sounds fucking worse than before. Yeah, Quinn's not even talking.
You playing with me? You better be playing with me.
My good brother. Old dashboard came up.
You're lying.
I'm lying. It's fine. It's perfect.
I was
Fixed it, baby. Let's go.
We're gonna fix the engine. We have to figure out what happened. Dude, I'm losing sleep over this.
I can't think mechanically in the long block what would be causing that. It's such a weird issue.
If this video hits 6,000 likes, we'll get to the bottom of that engine. We'll take it apart and see what's wrong. All right, so now basically just put the hood on, put everything back together, get this thing ready, cleaned up. We gotta get the car fully detailed now and ready for Jagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
The car's done, it's polished, it's clean, it's ready to be given away. The owner's gonna be here any second. It's time for me and Quinn to put this thing away, hide it under the cover.
All right, Jagger's here. Let's go get him. You ready?
Yeah!
Gotta see what number this is. How many cars have we given away? That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 15, 16, 22, 23, 24, 24th giveaway. The F80 is the 24th giveaway. These are all the cars we've given away. Every cool tuner car we've given away. You remember that? VR4, were you even here? This car right here, I think was like a really big springboard for our whole YouTube channel. The 240, Calvin's old 240. Done a lot. F80 M3 is 24, Supra 25. Here he is. It's always like an interesting thing to see how nervous, how excited people are, and it's just such a crazy thing. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this shirt. What's up, man? Congrats, Evan. Good to meet you.
Jagger.
Shirt, fresh hat. How you feeling?
Unbelievable, man.
Dude, appreciate the drive down.
There.
That's crazy. All right, and you're driving this thing all the way back, the M3.
I hope so.
Yeah?
I hope so.
Damn, we going on a road trip? That's a road, you're gonna love it, dude. All right, let's go inside. Does any of this look familiar to you?
Yeah, this spot right
this
here.
kind of area here. What's up?
Hey.
Come on in, brother.
Jagger.
Quinn, good to meet you. Come on in, dude.
What's up, man? How are you? Welcome to the shop. Nice shirt, bro.
You have like an FRS or BRZ. I saw you bought some parts for FRS or Saban stuff.
The Saban hood, and I bought the Mishimoto blue caps.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
And did you think you're gonna win a car by buying that?
Not really, no.
Crazy, right? Crazy. We've had people win from buying a single jet tag and then all the way up to buying car parts or a set of wheels. So you're somewhere kind of in between. But this F80 M3 sweepstakes is our 24th car that we've given away.
Awesome.
One of my personal favorites, maybe Quinn as well.
She is beautiful.
It is a great car. You're absolutely gonna love it. And he's gonna make a massive road trip back up to Northern California.
No way, you drove down from NorCal?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I see her right there.
All
I see her.
right. Jagger, you are a winner of the 24th Throttle and Hoonigan Sweepstakes. You ready to see what's behind this curtain here?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. We'll do a countdown, everyone. Ready?
Let's go, baby.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. Check it out.
most obvious one is our Aztec Miami Blue PPF. So the paint is fully protected on this thing. We have an AWB catback exhaust system on it. We have Rotiform TUF wheels, we have Falcon tires, we have an EBC big brake kit. The whole car is on KW suspension as well. It feels freaking fantastic. So under there we've got a ton of dress up bits. So we've got a Keys Motorsport carbon engine plate. We got a couple of things by Blackline, and then of course we have the beautiful Downstar hardware dress up. The stuff you can't see is the CSF coolers. We've got pretty much every new cooler on this thing you can. This thing runs and drives amazing, dude. Perfect.
How do you feel? What do you think?
Crazy, unreal. The color is unbelievable.
You want to fire it up?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Test drive?
Let's go.
Yeah, Ricky? Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna take over now. Bye, boys. We're gonna blow this thing up. Have you ever driven any other BMW before?
If you count an MK5.
Okay. Okay.
Pretty similar.
Yeah.
But other
That
than
counts.
no, not an actual BMW.
All right. What do you think so far?
She's amazing.
She's smooth, fast, brakes good, looks good, smells good.
All the bits.
Yo, he's very comfortable driving the car, I can say that. Super comfortable, he drives very good. He's dodging people that were trying to hit us right now, so, man, he has it going on.
Give her a nice downshift, dude.
Yeah. You really can't hear because we got the windows up.
Sorry, I'm a bad influence.
Yeah, you are.
What you think, dude?
A little aggressive.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, isn't it? I think it's like the perfect daily. Is this gonna be your new daily?
Probably not. I'm definitely gonna drive her though. Not out there.
You have your A6. This would be like the garage queen, the weekend warrior.
The weekend car for sure, yeah.
I'm with that. I'm with that. Pretty fast?
Yeah, she's pretty fast. I didn't get to fully rip it, but I got to rip it a little bit. Yeah.
You got what, a 10-hour drive? I'm sure you'll get the time. Yeah, it's all stock. It's ready for whatever you want to do to it, but the platform is ready. The tires are so nice.
Jagger is on his way back to Northern California, driving his new F80 M3. If you guys live in the Northern California area, keep your eyes peeled. You just might see that car. The dude is so stoked. He's such a good dude, and we could not have a better person to be receiving that car. We had a ton of fun swapping out the S55. I love pulling engines. I love replacing engines. It is so much fun to see how these cars are structured, how they're set up, how they're laid out, and being able to swap an engine is always a good time, especially when it means we have a good, solid, good running car at the end of it. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below on how you think our F80 M3 has turned out now that it's 100% finished and in the hands of its new owner. Don't forget to like this video, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.